What's happening, folks? Welcome back. Here the other day, Jeffro and I decided that we would take our off the reservation tour up to Lake Chickamauga and fool around, which turned out to be a pretty dang good day. We found a spot to launch about mid-lake. Now, we did more riding and graphing and just in general, you know, taking the nickel tour than we did fishing, but it's a grass lake, way different than we're used to down here in North Georgia. And everything down here is darn Highland reservoirs for the most part, but we figured them out and we actually had a pretty dang good time. Now, if I had remembered to bring the cameras with me, I could have probably caught some of it on camera, but it is what it is. I'm old and sometimes I drive off and leave stuff. So, I got a couple of little snidbits of footage with my phone and some pictures. Long story short, pretty simple tactics. It's a grass lake. Appeared to be hydrilla for the most part that I saw. Fish were in dirt, and then they were out near the river ledges running grass lines and holes in the grass. Pretty much, I mean, you show up to a new lake, you got to figure out something. A Texas rig old monster. I mean, you can't get more old school than that. There's no bead, no nothing. That is not a high-tech tungsten weight, none of that crap. It's on a decent, I think 5/0 hook, EWG hook, with a teeny weeny little bobber stopper on it. It works. It worked great. Now, the only thing that I had to change on that was new lake. Looked at the watercolor. You always hear everybody, and it's no. Start out with green pumpkin. I threw green pumpkin for just a little while. Kept looking at it in the water next to the boat. I still like the way it looked. I know fish can see better than we can. They can see stuff in the water that we can't and react to it, but I just didn't figure I had enough contrast. And remember, contrast is more important than color. So, we pull out the old plum apple. Old monster, same thing. You can't go wrong with it. Stuck it on a hook, dipped it over the side of the boat, took a few good looks. Now we're cooking. We got a little contrast, if we got some light, we got a little bling. It didn't take long before it started getting bit. That's what matters. Pitching it to the edge of the grass lines, holes in the grass line. You can even punch that through some of the little cheese mat. Probably not going to go through real thick stuff with a 1/4 ounce weight on it, but it will go through. Got bit a couple times like that. We go nosing back out, riding down the lake. We get off on one of the channel edges off the main river channel. Okay, there's the grass everywhere. You don't talk about being overwhelmed. It's like, where do you start? We're setting out, you can look all the way around the boat in any given direction. It's a long ways to the shore, and we're in anywhere from 2 foot of water to 10 foot of water, and there's grass everywhere. So, we start nosing around, finding the edges of it, finding some spots where it's below the surface. Take a chatterbait. This one happens to have a gold blade on it. And it's one of the ones that has eyes on it, not the Archie style head or whatever. Took a skirt off of it. Put a missile bait spunk shad, goby bite. Kind of that green pumpkin with a little blue. Blue gilly, maybe type fishy poo. Yeah, think about it. Start burning this bad boy across the tops of the grass. And now we go down in there. It's like working the buzzbait. And you hurl it out there, you better get busy. They're gonna sink. I think these are 3/8 or so. Well, maybe half. Lost the package. I don't know. Pretty good size. Start burning it back. It gets the grass. As soon as you rip it out. Pretty simple. Burn, burn, burn. It gets tugged. Rip. you'll know if it's a fish or not. You'll feel the head shake, or it'll pop loose. Pop it a couple of times. Feel your blade start back up. Start fan casting. You'll come across holes you don't know that's out there. It's vibrating, it's moving, it's silhouetting, they can find it. I chose the goby bite color to go with to start with. Same reason for the green pumpkin. Start off with something kind of natural. Now I do have them in pearl white. Did not throw it, didn't need to. They make several different flavors. But if you're going to start off, I mean, you know, Clear Lake or something like that to chase a bait fish, you can't go wrong with white. Dirty water or whatever. These, they tend to work in either water, you know, either water clarity either. Dirty water or clear water. So, if you're going to go to a new lake, always try to get some stuff that's working any kind of watercolor. I was riding with Jeff in his boat, so I only took a handful of rods and packed a bag with a bunch of stuff that I could switch up and switch around on. But we had a really good time. We'll definitely be going back. Caught nothing but largemouth, and I don't think we caught a fish less than around the 2 pound range. We did not weigh them. I mean, if you're here worrying about, hey, I caught a 25 pound bag or mine was this many ounces, you're at the wrong channel, because this is real fishing for real people with real guys doing it. We're not trying to sell you a product because we caught mega bags of bass or anything. It's just regular folks going fishing. Same thing you can do. No expensive equipment, no super secret baits. Pick these up at any tackle store. And it's been around probably as long as I have, and I'm old as mud. So don't get confused with that. We're not here to brag about how big a fish we catch. We'll show you the little ones. I got no shame. Little fish always better than no fish. All that being said, show you a little bit of the video. Hope you enjoy it. It ain't much, but we had a blast. Get you a couple of these baits. You can't go wrong with a Texas rig worm. You can't go wrong with old chatterbait. You can work these baits anywhere. They're very versatile, and that's the main thing you need to start with. You start fine-tuning once you start catching fish. But get your butt up off the couch. Quit watching TV. Why are you watching this right now? You need to be out on the water fishing. And have a great day. Good morning from Lake Chickamauga. We already got the morning off to pretty good stuff. Ooh, look at all that grass. Ooh, grassy, grassy grass. Everywhere you see. Well, we've had a pretty good day today. Would you say so? Not a bad day at all. Caught several largemouth, all largemouth. All back, its size, give or take a tad. But, better than getting skunked. And I don't think we've caught nothing smaller than this all day.